let's just open this up. Okay, not like that. I gotta sit down, but I wanna make sure everything fits into frame. There we go. Okay. It looks like that's where we're gonna begin. Ugh. Is that still going? Yeah, okay. All right, where are my hands? Hands are right there. All right, hello and welcome to the, what is this exactly? Well, it's 2026, and it's currently spring, although spring is rapidly closing, just as this room temperature is rapidly increasing. And so we're gonna try to move on to the good stuff as soon as possible. This is the content section, of course. As you can see, I got rid of the previous content section, although that still says July 2025. So I'm a little behind, and I haven't been working on everything as I should be working on it. So we're gonna go through that today. This might not be what you're expecting to see. It's not really what I was expecting to make, but we're just gonna get into it. So it looks like the first section was just the email. And then the second section, oh my gosh, is one that I decided to get rid of. So I might double speed through this. There's nothing really here. This is the project I had planned, which was going to go through 100 seasons of someone's life, and it ended up just being a complete waste of paper. Now, of course, it's not a complete waste of paper because we're going to reuse the paper, as we always do. Worst case scenario, I will put an X on the side of the page, and then another X, and that way I will know that I'm completely done with that side of the page, and we'll move on to the next page. Oh, look at that. There's an eyelash hanging out. And so, yeah, I might work on this project that I'm showing right now, but probably not going to end up doing that. So it is kind of funny seeing second brain, and all these other things, which were basically keywords for the first playlist. Might be that they were for the second playlist, I'm not really sure. I haven't really gone through this in about a year. I know, I gotta get to it. And it's not a good look starting with this section either. So, the section is huge. I'm definitely sweating while paging through this, but I'm not turning on the air conditioner because that will absolutely wreck the recording. Okay, we are still recording, and it looks like it's only about 3 minutes in. So, definitely gonna be sweating after this, which is unfortunate because it's a longer day. So, I like to get my laundry done on Wednesdays. That way almost no one's in the way. Oh, we almost skipped 2 pages. Yeah, hopefully this is just a nice little background noise for you right now. So I'm going to turn the pages. I would ask if they're a little bit too quick, but considering, oh my god, of course we're on the attention span page. Yeah. Normally I would say this might be a little bit too fast, just because the pages tend to have a lot of stuff on them, but these have almost nothing. So once I finish the section, I will let you know, and that's when the very detailed pages will begin. I guess if I really wanted to structure this playthrough, no, not playthrough, flip through in a way that people would get engaged and not turn away, is I would maximize the first 30 seconds, and then everything after that would be ordered in the binder based on how interesting it is, and all the interesting stuff would go at the beginning and be like, wow, look at this. And then the useful stuff would actually go at the end. But considering this is how I work on it and not how I want to present it, we're just paging through as it is, because this is just a flip through of a commonplace binder. Kind of like a commonplace book, but in binder form. And so there is no correct way to do this, although some ways are less correct than others. Like, for example, having this giant section in here. That's not really helpful for me, and it's not really helpful for you. So why is it in here? I don't know. But the way that I set these sections up is I will add a new entry in the back as its own new section. And if I want to work on something again, it will get moved towards the front over time, because what I do is I try to eliminate the first section or convert that into something useful. And so we are quite literally doing this the opposite of how it would be optimized. Is that everything? Wow. Okay, we're finally moving on to September 2025 channel settings. So this is just related to the channel settings, and that was one page. I've got September 2025 channel history with a little cover page. Ooh. So it looks like I had a lot of stuff planned here. Wow, looks like I've been doing this for a long time. There's some problems listed. Remember, you can always pause if you want. It looks like up next we have September 2025 53 planned. I'm not really sure what this was about. Oh, I probably just wanted to complete a year's worth of videos or something. All right, we've got September 2025 former front covers. Okay, only one front cover, probably. Yeah. Okay, now we're on the equipment page. That's just what I use. I'm sure there's something different now. I got interesting notes. Oh, this is more than one page. Interesting. All right, well, there's a lot of stuff written there. Now we've got Patreon ideas cover page. I'm pretty sure this is similar to the ideas category, although I'm not really sure. Oh, I know what happened here. Okay, so I made hours worth of recordings, And I was so excited to show them off, and then I actually tried to watch one of them to edit it, and I was like, yeah, this is bad. So if you really want to see these, I guess I could upload them, but I don't know. It looks like I included CK2 among other categories, so this is probably about literally whatever. So I'm not sure if I'm supposed to be showing those, if those will end up on Patreon, but we'll see what happens. Anyways, if you want them on there, just let me know, and I will try to upload those. I might not, but you know, if people actually want them, I will try to upload it. Wow, still going through the Patreon section. Okay, we made it to the decisions. Not really sure what this is for. I think this is just related to channel choices, where I was like, I should probably do this, I should probably not do that. All right, thanks for doing get. This is, oh, talking about laundry. Yeah, that's the day doing laundry. Wednesday, it's a very good day for doing laundry. Collab plan. I don't know, that'll probably change. What is this? Wall presentation pages. I don't know if this is accurate. These aren't wall presentation pages. I guess the idea is that I would move the stuff that would be on the wall into these protected sleeves, and that way I would be able to preserve the sleeves or the stuff in the pages. I'm not really sure. But that'll happen. You know, the more pages you put in the binder, the harder it is to get through all of them. And sometimes weird stuff will hang around. All right, this is the titles section. Looks like it's a bunch of stuff that's left over from early. Not sure, or from earlier. I'm not sure what this dailies thing is either. Looks like I crossed a bunch of stuff out. Okay. And I've got potential vids. So that's just potential videos. I wonder if this should go in a different cat. Oh my gosh. Did I skip something? No, I don't think so. Well, let's go back to the beginning of this section because I can't figure it out. All right, these pages feel different. We might just be fine. All right, now we're in the making a video category, cover page. So this is the one I refer to all the time. I've redone this one many times. And here we have the plan page for today, which I keep in the binder as I record. As that way, when I finish recording, I grab the plan page out of binder and I check everything off and I'm like, okay, I did that. And that ends up being what happens. So I guess I should check. Can you see everything at the very bottom? No. You can almost see it, but basically there's just an extra line every so often. Could I fix that? I guess I could push this up a little bit. Yeah, that doesn't really do it. But anyways, you're not missing much. It's just sometimes a few sentences are long and I need to somehow fit them in here. So obviously this page is kind of a mess, but that's because of the page on the other side. Not a huge amount of editing, just the pages have writing on both sides, and when that happens, sometimes stuff will bleed through. Oh my gosh, more stuff about Crusader Kings 2. I do love that game, but you know, that's not really related to the channel. Although I have had some videos on the channel which are a little bit unrelated to the channel, and if you have any strong opinions about those, if you would want them to continue or never come back, please let me know. Now, it's not one of those things where the only type of content is whatever sort of content people request. And it's also not, you know, me just making whatever I want. I am going to try to do more of what people actually want to see, but I also have to figure out what I'm actually aiming towards. Because right now, it is just not financially viable to be doing this. Not even close. Looks like now we're on the plan pages. So here are some examples of some of the videos that I've made for the channel. And I guess we're just going to see that I've made a lot. There are so many videos in here. And but financially speaking, I'm kind of screwed. So I'm trying to figure out what to do. Do I focus on YouTube and content creation? Do I focus on the tiny stock portfolio? And when I say tiny, I do say tiny, but I am very good at picking the things that are going to work out. All I would need to do to make the stock portfolio work out is just hold the things for the right length of time, because I have a habit of panicking and getting rid of the things a little bit too early. And, well, let's just say I missed out on turning $250 into $5,000 on one of the things I decided to get rid of recently. So that was a little bit of an oops, but you know, that's that's the way it goes when I'm not totally paying attention and I'm splitting my attention in between content creation and doing the chores and, you know, just making sure all the family stuff is working out. I could keep listing things. It's been a little hectic. And I gotta commit to one thing. So one thing I've been thinking about is making the channel more about micro schools, because that's been recommended in the past. I thought it would be a good idea, but I haven't really wanted to commit to it because I am not the sort of person that runs a micro school, right? And I don't have kids because I wanted to make sure that if I had kids, they would actually have some support. And I'm not in a position right now where I can really help the kids out, and nobody around me would really be helping the kids either. I think that's a pretty crappy situation for any new kids to be in. So it's a little bit of an awkward situation. It feels like I have to do something reckless in order to make any of my stuff more viable. Like I have to completely abandon something. And I know that's kind of like being an adult. You know, you gotta skip out on one sort of thing and try to maximize everything else to the point that something gets to be self-sustaining. Unlike my monitors, apparently. So I don't know. Also, there's a lot less in the binder than there was just a few hours ago because I went through and I cleared out a bunch of the stuff. So that way we would be only looking at stuff on the 4th contents page. I'm trying to hide that page we just passed because that was one of my CK2 notes, which was more of a personal project. And that snuck its way into the binder. So if you want to go back and glance at that, be like, what does this guy get up to when he's very focused on a video game and taking notes on that instead of on the channel? Then I guess you'll be able to see that. But anyways, that was me flipping through the binder. This is going to be the spring. Oh, right. I've got this page. I'm making a video. Yeah, this is going to be the spring 2026 flip through of the Commonplace book, Commonplace binder. So that'll be all for today. Thank you for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one. All right, bye.